Yes, I remember to do the stream marker this time. Haha, haha. Leave the mansion and head to town. Yes. Oh, I can't jump. I guess it's fine. This house gives me anxiety, not as much as freaking Alborea mansion. That thing's a mansion. Which route would you like to take? We could just ask the Archbishop of the Cathedral's request. We still need to find out more about the mysterious beast. Yeah, let's gather information around town. I believe there's a cafe in the residential district to the south. There are a lot of old stores in Cathedral Square, so we can add them to the list. Okay, did you say you're from here? Then you're trying of gardening. Well, that's fine with me, if that's alright with you. Yeah, sounds great. Let's get going. Next, I get the pot and time. I need more time. Is that our client? That's Doctor. Excuse me. What? I'm busy right now. We're from Thor's branch campus. We came here to answer your request. Could you give us more details about it? Oh, the thing I asked the Marcus for help with. You can help me? Yay! Now we'll be able to finish on time. The note said something about a birthday party, right? What kind of thing would a noble even need help getting? Oh, something all that crazy. I wanted to make Lady Krista her favorite fish dish. Sauteed red perch. I heard a woman there was some problem with the delivery, probably because of all the monsters out lately. And if I order one from farther away, I'm worried it won't be fresh. Okay, understood. It's a fish you're after. Yeah, it'll probably be fast to catch it ourselves. After all, there's nothing like a freshly caught fish. Is that so? Alright. I just died. Alright, let's find some water and get to angling. Can we catch them around St. Ark? Yeah, I think I've heard they're in the area. Let's hit the highway to find a good fishing spot. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, you can have these. Yeah, we'll put them to good use. Once you get a red perch, please bring it back to me. Thank you. Okay. Red perch search started. Completely unintentional, but... Okay. I'm gonna stop right here. Not to stop the stream. I'm gonna just... Oh yeah, by the way,
No.
fucking hell, Rain. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, next free day, we are going to grind out money, probably. All right. Cathedral Square. Because apparently we use it with Yuna, there's an easy way to farm Mira. I'm going to see if I could do it off screen, but probably not. We were thinking when we first got here, but the camp was really nice. Didn't we have a required quest there? Yes, it's from the Archbishop. We should head over. Oh, there's also a town department store around here too, right? Indeed, the department store is in that direction. St. Ark's department, I believe they sell everything from calling ingredients to weapons. We want to look around there for our missions. Yeah, I guess if we're going to be running around doing this best, it'd be good to make sure we're prepared. I will add Albion Garden to our list of locations to visit. The exercise location, you may find useful shops, orbital workshops, taverns, inns, hotels, and trade shops. There are certain items that can only be found in these places. Make sure you check out the shops whenever you go traveling. I'm counting you to get some good material for the radio. Don't forget, the city is always a treasure trove of information. You'll be talking to lots of people for your mission, so I'm crossing my fingers that you'll get some good stuff. Feel free to give me a call once you do. I will always, always answer. Right, I was asked when I went to the radio station before leaving. Alright, Rain, I'm eager to see what kind of material you'll find for me. Rosina asked about something too, when I went to the church. Ugh. Does that mean you'll be analyzing the black records? Yes, I learned how from Father Thomas. Find any records during your field exercise, just give me a call and let me know. It may take a while to translate, but as long as you send me a picture, I can get it done. That's encouraging to hear. From what I understand, though, the black records are special artifacts. They describe the true history of the Empire, right? That's how I understand them too. Collecting artifacts is an important part of Geralt's Ritter's duties, so it'd help us a lot. I've been working through the ones you found during the Civil War as well. I'll send you a copy of what I've done so far. Release an updated copy of the Black Records from Rosine. Give me more as I go, hopefully you won't have to wait long. That'll be a huge help, thanks. Black Records, material for the radio. It's easy enough to look into this stuff without it disrupting our field exercises. RSL2, that you can report on jobs, what you're doing from Makarzi. You can also check messages sent to me. Talk to people in town and collect material from amongst radio shows. When you obtain information, press L2 circle to open the Arcus menu and report to Monk. You can find black records explored in different places. When you obtain a black record, press L2 circle to obtain it and report to Rosine.
I shall go. All right.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we can accept ingoing, but not outgoing calls, which is weird. Not send outgoing calls, which is weird. Maybe in 4? I see a green star. Welcome to Hotel Augusta. Are you here for a viewing? Yes, this hotel is decorated with quite a number of works of art. Some pieces are even said to be national treasures. Yes, the piece over there is called Sunbeam Leaves by the genius still life painter Poise. It was actually once stolen by Phantom Thief B. Phantom Thief B, that's a famous thief in the Empire. He's got some very interesting taste too. Speaking of interesting, look no further than our hotel's manager. When the thief was leaving with the piece, he explained to the thief why it was so wonderful. And to top it all off, he told him to be careful when walking the streets at night. That's quite something. He goes far beyond just being a nice person. This sounds like a perfect story to share with Monk. For the radio. Interesting. So it's not gonna. Okay. So it won't let us fast travel specifically within the city.
This is their department store? Oh, people here must be...
It is marketed toward the nobility, but there's no need to worry about that. Let's go in.
Okay, then.
Shop, buy, white coat, Edel silk, white leather, Edel boots. It's too bad I don't have money. Wait, notebook, recipes, chunky potato salad.
I got this in the bag. It turned out great. Have a taste.
Oh, we got the gold one. Okay. Shop, sell. There you go! That's what I was talking about. We need to make chunky potato salad because they sell for 125 each. If we could sell like enough to get like big boy Mira. What the hell is BP? And it starts 2 of them. Is that like the order points thing? $70,000. Buy. Let's see. And if we can find the weapons and afford it, we'll buy the other 2/3 weapons. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's the weapon guy. Are you all from the military academy? Yes, we are. Oh, just as I thought. Kester told me so. People like you would be coming here. You guys are helping the town for your field exercise or something, right? Well, good luck. Do your best out there. I thought it was the exact purpose for being here. Well, let's just continue with our missions. So I understood. Welcome. I see someone familiar. Don't you wear clothing? I'm guessing you're students from Thor's branch campus. Yes, I'm surprised you know that. We aren't that famous. Just the nature of my job. I hear many rumors. Our people from Thor's branch campus are coming, so I wanted to confirm it. Oh, I see. That works out. Information's just what we need. Yes, may we ask a quick question? Of the mysterious beast. Yes, I've heard of it. The other day, a business partner of mine ran into it. Its body's made of metal and it makes a sound like grinding gears. So I turned pale and ran away, and that he saw it on the streets to the northeast. The streets to the northeast. We need to go there. Yes, let's add it to our investigation points. Thank you for your help. It's no big deal. Why don't you check out my store and prepare yourself? I heard the monsters are becoming more vicious lately. I see. That certainly sounds like a reason enough. I think I'll take you up on that. Good idea. Shop. Buy. We have Steel Edge. Okay. So what we need is... Unfortunately, we can't upgrade them because we don't have U materials. This would be cool, but I don't think we need it. What was the ingredients for that? Hold up. Notebook, recipes, mature cheese, flaky potato, and coarse rock salt. Shop, buy, mature cheese, flaky potato. So that's 40 and 40 plus coarse rock salt is 20, so that's 100 versus 125. Okay, hold up. Okay. Oh, I had 40. Okay.
I got this in the bag. Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It turned out great. Have a taste.
Oh, they're both 125. That's interesting. We could literally just sit here all day. I won't do that, because that would be a literal waste of time. But, in between streams, I will come back and do that. Because we went from 4,400 to 5,500. A plus 1,100.
Now...
Didn't get me that time, Rain. What?
Now...
Shush, Rain. Anyway. We need to go... Okay, so now we know which one to get. Actually. No. Let's leave the money. Stop this, John. Okay, let's go to the southern highway. Nope. I think it's literally all the way back where the camp is. No. Or not disturb them. Okay, so it's not in the camp. Let's look up the map then. Fishing spot. Okay, hold up. Fishing spot is wait, entrance. It's closer to the entrance. We were close though. Looks like something is moving over there. Are those fish gathering? That's what it looks like to me. This actually looks like a good fishing spot. Besides we can catch fish, it's like they fishing in the notebook.
This spot seems excellent for fishing. There.
At the bar. There's where the arrow is pointing when you press the button.
Got a bite. This is promising.
The fishing. Watch the fish let go of the button when needed. Don't hold long. Hold too long, the fish will break the line. Don't hold long enough, the fish will escape. When the fish gets angry, let go of thing. Wait, what happened?
Got away.
Ah! Cursed! Cursed!
There.
The mechanic of this game is cursed.
Got a bite. Nice.
What?
It got away.
Is this it? Okay. Let's try and use small fish.
There. Got a bite. This is promising. It got away.
Are you really? We're gonna start chapter 1 and I'm gonna quit on a quest because cursed
There.
quest.
Got a bite. Nice. It got away.
Okay, let's try this again.
There. Got a bite. It got away.
Excuse?
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
What?
It got away.
Ah, I hate my life. Well, obviously if we run out of fish bait, then there's nothing we can
There.
do and we give up the quest.
Got a bite. Nice!
Oh, okay.
Not bad at all.
Skygill. Okay. Okay! We
There.
managed it, but it's just like...
Got a bite. This is promising.
What the? It started
Got
singing!
away.
Okay.
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
What?
It got away. There. Got a bite. Nice. Well, it's not bad.
Cassigan.
There. Got a bite. Nice.
What?
It got away.
I think that's the fish we need.
There. Got a bite. This is promising. It got away. There. Got a bite. This is promising.
That's a crab.
It got away.
I mean, literally, once we're out of fish bait, there's nothing I can do about this
There.
quest.
Got a bite. Nice. Well, it's not bad. There. Got a bite. This is promising. Not bad at all.
A snow crab. Last fish.
There. Got a bite. It got away.
Okay, now last fish.
There. Got a bite. Nice.
It's a snow crab. Like, I'm not even gonna bother.
It got away.
I don't care what the thing. Jesus. Well, we now know that I suck. Chapter 1. Archbishop Ramsen. Old man Ivan. In the cafe inn. Prepare to die. If you will, man. Okay, so let's go to the cathedral. Oh! Apparently we can indeed fast travel. Okay, we're just gonna skip that because I'm out of bait and I tried. Residential district, cafe and inn. I tried, but like, I suck, so. Is this a normal residential area? It's so pretty here. Looking around here, it's hard to believe that the Civil War only ended a year and a half ago. Thanks to the efforts of Marcus Higharms, this area was able to avoid direct fire. There are workshops, antique stores, and taverns in this area. Maybe we should look around this area to gather information. Though it's optional, we do have requests from this area. At the very least, we should head to the cafe. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start our patrol. There's only the quests.
Oh? There's a breeze coming through here.
I can smell flowers too.
That must be coming from the fields along the Western Highway.
Let's go find his cat. Huh? What's wrong, Instructor? I feel like I've seen her somewhere before. So you see, I was real surprised.
Oh, you don't say.
Oh, I know who this is! Well, I know who this could be, I guess.
Have another drink. Do you have any other good stories?
Oh, you're quite a good listener, young lady. Wait, you're...
Oh my gosh! Reen!
Vivi, so it was you. It's been quite a while. Who is she? Do you know her, Instructor? Vivi. Vivi, no last name because.
I heard you got a job at Thor's branch campus. Nice to meet you all. I'm Vivi. I went to school with
Vivi.
your teacher. Back when we were students, Reen and I had a real hot and heavy relationship. It turned into a huge scandal, but now I'm an up-and-coming journalist.
She has not changed! Not a bit. Say what? This is new information. Don't fill their heads with your weird stories, but I'm glad to see you're still doing well. Right back at you, Irene. Vivi. So you graduated from Thor's main campus, and now you're a reporter at the Imperial Chronicle. Yep, I'm still a newbie though. Never thought I'd cross paths with Reed and his little ducklings here. Ducklings, I love it. Can only assume this meeting was destined by the hand of fate. Well, that aside, you seem to be working hard. I'm surprised when I heard you were going to be a journalist, but it was kind of spur of the moment. I mostly just didn't want to lose Lynn. Oh, by the way, Rex has been doing well too. I heard he headed east for an interview. East, huh? That's a bit worrying. He doesn't really seem like someone from Military Academy. It's not too surprising. About half the graduates in Thor's end up in non-military fields. Well, until this year anyway. Perfect timing though. We're in the middle of gathering info right now. Was there anything you guys wanted to ask about? Since you're Reed students, I'll give you the latest and hottest news. Well, since you offered. You should heard things about suspicious monsters lately. I have heard about this monster thing, but I haven't really gotten any details out, sorry. As for suspicious goings on, though, I do have a little tidbit. A little tidbit. Some strange characters wandering around lately. They happened to catch my eye while I was out investigating. Seems like they all showed up at the same time reports of those weird monsters started too. There may be a correlation. Yeah, we should keep this in mind. Thanks, Vivi. I'm sure this info will prove useful. I just wish I had something more concrete for you guys. Oh yeah, I want to trade contact info. Come back and get your help with something. Oh, sure thing. With Vivi. Thanks, I'll call you later with the details. I'm sure you've got a tough road ahead of you, but good luck. I'll be cheering for you. Thanks. If you'll excuse us now. It's good to see that someone... Sob. Felix, where are you? Don't cry, kiddo. I'm sure I'll find him. If only we had some braces around. You made a request to the Marcus, correct? Yes, I asked the owner of the inn here to put in a request for me. Are you perhaps... We might be able to help, but no promises. Hey, don't say it like that. Hey, I couldn't help the woman with the fish. From now on, we're not allowed to do fishing quests. Because I've never been able to do them. Don't say it like that. The request was to find a cat that was lost during your travels, correct? Yes, his name is Felix, and well, there, it'll be alright. You don't need to cry. If you have time, you'll be able to accept the request. You'll not be able to leave the city until it's completed, accept request. Yes, we'd be glad to help you. Please read us on the situation. Really? Thank you so much. He's a little kitten named Phoenix. I brought him along with my granddaughter on this trip, but last night Drake by accident kicked Felix's cage open and Felix got scared and ran outside. We spent a while looking for him, but this may be a bit difficult. Yeah, the city's pretty big, so we'll at least need a clue to go on. Let's see. Did you take Felix anywhere in town yet? If he got lost, he might have gone back there. I see. Guess that makes sense. How about it? We played in the pretty plaza yesterday, in the plaza near Marcus's mansion. We were there for a good long while. Felix seemed to like it too. He was stretching and enjoying the sun. It may be a good idea to begin by questioning the people in that area. Yeah, let's get moving. I promise we'll find him for you, so don't worry. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you. His fur is a bright cream color and he's a little on the shy side. Thank you so much for getting out. Look for him. Yeah, just leave it to us. Yeah, just leave it to us. We should make promises like that. It'll help her feel better until we find him. Apparently we can't do this quest until after we do this quest. This is gonna say expired. I tried it, but look, I failed. Visitors haven't met. Yes, let's ask. Excuse me. Oh, yes? So about the kid. Come to think of it, when I was coming back from the Cathedral Square, I think I walked by that kid. Then towards the airport, looked rather distressed. That must be the one. Thank you, that should help a lot. It's no trouble at all. I'd hate for such a tragic separation to sully my beloved town. I hope you find it soon. Which way is the airport from Cathedral Square? According to the map, we must head east from the cathedral. It might still be hanging around that area. Let's hurry. Yes. Could it be over here? Well, this is where we were told it went. They just can't find it. All seems maybe it already moved on, but there's no trail. Do you think it got into the airport? If so, the search area will have become much too wide.
Oh, you looking for a cat?
You are?
Just a nosy passerby. I was playing around with a cat earlier. Might be the one you're looking for.
Really? What did the
It
cat
was a
look like?
bright, cream-colored little kitten. I played with it a bit and then it wandered off. Pretty sure it didn't go into the airport, though.
See, that does match the description. You have to remember which way it went.
Southwest, I think? Maybe towards the residential district. It seemed domesticated, so I figured it was going back to its owner. But it was pretty young, so I bet the poor thing's gotten lost again already.
Thank you for assistance. It seems it went back the way it came. In that case, we just gotta comb that area. It's inefficient, but we have no better options.
If I could give some friendly advice. Unlike dogs, cats are, well, scaredy cats. They don't warm up to people easily. If it is lost again, my guess is it's gone somewhere more secluded, away from people. You might want to try checking places like that.
I see. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so
No
much.
problem. Make sure you get it back to its home soon. Bye-bye now.
Who is she? She seemed like a pretty unique girl. Quite the wild outfit, too. Great, she's most likely a traveler. She could be from Heimdall, or perhaps she's visiting from abroad. Instructor? Oh, it's nothing. The residential is to the southwest. We should head back there now. Yeah, of course. Cool areas. Oh, let's keep that in mind as we search. This place is. There are people, it fits the description perfectly. The buildings are old but very impressive. The gates seem to be closed though. Wait, do you see that writing? Was that? Near that wooden box. Yeah, I think it's hiding behind it. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. You know, don't scare it. This seems like private property. In that case, we should let the people who made the request know. I'm sure it would be relieved to see them. Oh, that's a good point. I'll run back and tell them. Thank you, everyone. Meow, meow. Thank you so much. I never thought you'd wander all around St. Ark. I didn't realize students of Thor's branch campus were so kind. You know about us? Of course I know about Thor's. They say the Emperor himself went there. I don't know anything about the branch campus, though. Either way, you've been more helpful than I could ever imagine. Thank you. I mean, I can't thank you enough. It's no problem. The witnesses were a lot of help. All's well that ends well. Yeah! Good work, you guys. I'm glad everything worked out so well. Seeing how happy they were made it all worth it. Well, to be fair, you were really helpful too, Instructor. In any event, we finished our quest. Yeah, let's get back to our special operations missions. So... what is this? Called Mizuyokan. It's a type of Eastern sweet. Figured you might like it. Well, I suppose I like most sweet things. Alright, I shall try it. So that's how you use that! Alright. Speak with the Archbishop Ramsen. Is it Ramsen? Yeah, Ramsen. Hello, you're Archbishop Remsen, right? Our apologies for intruding. Oh, and you are... sorry for not introducing ourselves. We're Class 7 Special Operations from Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. We're here today because of a request sent to Marcus. Ah, yes, the request. See, in that case, you must be the Ashen Chevalier. Welcome to St. Ark Cathedral. We appreciate you coming here. It was no trouble at all. He really is famous. I think it'd be harder to find someone who doesn't know him. Sorry to cut to the chase, but could you fill us in on the details of the request? Judging from the document, it seems we need to go outside the city. There will be some danger involved with this request. Is that something you can handle? Yes, of course. What are the details? Ah, thank you. I'd like you to go and procure a special type of herb for me known as Aran flower. Aran flower. I never heard of an herb by that name. It's a special variety of lavender that only grows in a certain spot in Southern. Because it has strong calming effects, it's often used in a number of medicines. However, the monsters near where it grows have become increasingly violent. Our stock has been dwindling and we weren't sure when we would be able to get more. I see. I now understand the request. But it is strange that the monsters are becoming more violent. Maybe the sudden appearance of the monsters from our investigation report has something to do with it? Ah, that could be a possibility. Then we should definitely check this out. That's right. Class 7 will accept your request. Where can we get these Aran flowers? Oh, thank you. Go west from St. Ark and you'll reach the Isthmia Great Forest. A ways into the forest, you find a grove where a number of them are growing. If you can get enough to fill this basket, that should be more than enough for us. Even than her basket. Alright, understood. As I mentioned earlier, the monsters there are becoming increasingly vicious. It'll be fairly dangerous, so please be careful. We will remain on our guard. I'll make sure to bring you back a heaping helping of herbs. So now we need to decide when we're going out onto the highway. Yes, in addition to this, we must face suspicious monsters and see to our other quests. We can venture out onto the highway immediately, but we should think carefully about the most efficient order to tackle everything. So we need to plan out our actions. I'll find whatever order you guys decide as long as we finish everything we need to today. I'll leave it to your guys' judgment. You got it. It seems like a plan, but I'm guessing you won't let me get out of it. It seems like a pain. You won't let me get out of it. Well then, let's be on our way. With that, we shall be RB. I am the returned. I guess technically I have returned. Look, fire! Sorry, earth, fire, air, no water because we're not the Avatar, and then Superthorn. Also, 10, 20, 20, 80, 30, 80, 40, 10, 40, 20. North Sutherland Highway, northeast, south. Okay, we need to go to the residential district, I think. Oh, for the love of God, you absolute. Okay. Then you want to go to the west through the residential area. Yes. Straight shot. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, go! We did it! God, why do you meme at everything? I have no clue. I just do. Here's the Western Highway. The herbs, the continual custard should grow near here. In the Isthmia Grey Forest. Have you been, Kurt? No, it's my first time seeing it. I've only heard the stories of witches and vampires. They have fairy tales like that in the Empire? All countries like this one usually have more than a few of those. They're not just fairy tales to me, personally. They wouldn't be. Huh? What do you mean? They are just stories? I'll tell you more about it one day. Ready? If we're going to do it, we need to head out. Oh, they're like, yeah, witches. It's for Vivi. Let's see. Interview. Pretty, please. What is up? I know it's sudden, but hear me out. I'm in charge of the cultural section of the Imperial Chronicle, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather be doing like local news. I want to build up to that more, but work is work. I can't ignore my job. That's where you come in. I need you to help me with cultural section. Super easy. If you see any gorgeous landscapes during your travel, snap a pic and send it back to me through the Orbital Mail. If you help me, I'll help you providing you with juicy dirt. We'll be true friends with benefits. I've already have your awards all picked out for you. Thanks, sweetie. Kissy, kissy. P.S. I said landscapes, but I've got enough of the city. Scenery of the beaten path would be perfect. Oh boy, she's putting a lot on her plate. Easy enough to keep an eye out for nice spots during our field exercises. When you find a scene, picture, or spot, press L2 and import to V. In different places. Unless it does it automatically, I don't think I'll ever do any of this. Excuse.
Chance to attack.
No, running away.
Very well.
Here I go. Set gunner. There. My turn.
Let's go. Sit. My turn. Ha. Huh. Is that all?
We literally just follow this path.
The Isthmia Great Forest should be nearby.
Let's do this! There!
It's my turn! Ah!
Now. There.
Let's go! Cha! Ah! Ah!
It's my turn! Yeah!
My turn! Ha!
My turn. Targets eliminated. Move out.
I will never get tired of that twirl. Level 2! So the bonding points and the link points are apparently different in this game. There's a field exercises. That's not the forest!
Treasure located.
Maybe it's just up ahead.
It must be. Let's keep going.
I somehow bit the inside of my cheek and it hurts. Wow, it's like a whole different world in here. So this is the Isthmia Great Forest. Seeing it firsthand, it's no surprise there are a ton of myths and legends about this place. Agree, this is my first time here, but with such a foreboding atmosphere, I wouldn't be surprised to find something lying in wait for us. Hey, don't say stuff like that. More importantly, we must locate the medicinal herb. Yeah, we're looking for Eden flowers, everyone. Allegedly, there's a cluster of them somewhere up ahead. Let's begin searching. Also, I'm told the monsters here are ferocious, so be careful. Of course, let's be off. Oh, there's a landscape photo thingy.
Now, bring it on! Sit!
Here I go! Yeah!
Let's go! Ha!
Now.
I'm up! Sit! Let's go! Ha! Huh. Is that all?
Those monsters, they seemed a little weird, don't you think? Indeed, they appeared to be some type of flying feline, but something was off about them. Structure, do you think? Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It seems like the higher elements are present in this forest. The higher elements? Do those have some relation to the elements associated with orbital arts? That's right. Normally monsters will only be weak to the 4 basic elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. But places with strong spiritual power, such as ruins or near spirit veins, the time, space, and mirage elements are present too. In such places, not only do strange monsters appear, but unexpected things will occur as well. Now that you mention it, I've heard family members mention this before. Actually, I heard something like that in Crossbell too. However, we can also make good use of time, space, and mirage arts here. That's right, if we've got some quartz of those elements on hand, we should set them. If an area has an otherworldly atmosphere, it may mean the higher elements, time, space, and mirage, are active. Monsters in these areas can be strong or weak to these elements, and the power of time, space, and Mirage Arts is increased. In addition, a number of special AT bonuses will appear. These bonuses are especially dangerous, so be wary of letting the enemy get them. Status attack, death blow, vanish, CP up to 100, CP loss.
Looks like a real tough one.
Shit! This one's strong. Be careful. Shit!
It's my turn. Set! Striker! Yeah! Ah!
Now. Arcus activate.
Let's go. Cha! There.
It's mine!
It's my turn. Ha!
Yeah!
All right! Ah! Ah! Our chance!
It's mine. My turn. Strike!
My turn. Brionac activate. Fire.
Let's go. Sit!
Yeah! Ah!
My turn. Strike!
My turn. Brionac activate. Fire. Battle complete. Let's continue. Stats updated.
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
Nice, nice. This place is so dreamlike. It's unexpectedly soothing. However, the monsters are a big threat. Yeah, it's true enough. Your spot is a perfect lighting. Maybe I'll take a landscape photo here for Vivi. Alright, looks good. I'll send it to her later. I mean, if I get all the green stars, I should be fine.
Ha! Yeah! Sit! Ha! Ha! There!
Our chance to attack.
Yeah! Ah! Ah!
Let's go! Ha!
Now.
My turn! Ha! Behold the Vander style!
Hey, Kurt. You wouldn't happen to remember which way we came from, would you?
I don't, actually.
I've kept a digital log on our map. We can refer to it at any time.
Now, brace yourself! It's my turn! Ha!
I shall go. There. There.
An opening!
It's my turn!
Yeah! Ah!
Very well. I'm up! My turn! Yeah! I'm up! Sit!
Now. There.
My turn! Yeah! I'm up! Sit! My turn! Ha!
Now.
Let's go! Ha! It's down!
I'll assist. Was my support helpful?
Yeah, thanks as always. Yeah!
There's gonna be a monster here. Calling it. Oh, hey, is that it? Bluish, violet petals. It's certainly a variety of lavender. It appears to be one of the errant flowers we came to collect. Yeah. I do wish this had voice acting in full. It smells so nice. I can tell it's the type of lavender by the smell. Yeah, it is a rather relaxing aroma. The scent, I've smelled it before. Instructor? Oh, it's nothing. We've located the target. All we need to do is collect some and... No, not yet. A group of spiders. We're surrounded. Instructor, your orders. We'll simply fight our way through. Everyone be aware of who or what is behind you as you fight. Understood. Beginning interception.
Watch out! This is a tough one!
You wasted
Let's go.
zeros. Oh, all three are getting hit. Nice.
My blade, calm as still water. Now! Ha! Seventh slash! Fallen leaves! Let's go! Cha!
All right! Well, look at that.
All right, got it!
Stats updated.
Yeah, I did it!
I must train even more.
Let's go! And we only need to use one S-craft. Battle complete. No further hostiles detected. Alright, good job everyone. Phew, that was a real shocker. There were so many of them. First monsters, it seems rumors about this place were true. Are they the cause of the higher elements here? No, as far as I can tell, this place has had strong spiritual energy since long ago. I'm not sure what the cause is though. Anyway, let's finish this request. Yeah, let's get us some errand flowers. Everyone split up and collect them. Understood. Errand flower placed in their basket. We're all set. Appears we've collected the required amount. Good work, everyone. We better not keep the client waiting, so let's head right back to Xehanort. Alright. Yeah, I agree. It's really pretty here and smells nice, but we should probably get out of here ASAP. Great, it's hard to say what else might show up. I do not sense any nearby hostiles, but I believe there's no point in staying longer. Alright then. Instructor! I'll be alright, What? This is... Huh? Vita? No.
It would appear you have run afoul of the barrier.
Who?
It is just as I was told. However, there is a proper order to all things. Your fate appears to have renewed its course at long last.
Something's flowing into me?
Worry not. This is simply a small boon.
Oh, is she like the progenitor where the superpowers from?
You are not yet ready to glimpse more than this. Yet you shall see the truth before long, Ashen Awakener.
Instructor Rean? Are you alright? Yeah, Sorry, I just lost my footing. More importantly, did you guys see someone standing there just now? Huh? What do you mean? There's no one here besides the four of us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, let's hurry back to Xehanort. Who knows what might show up in this deep darkness. Try not to stay, stuff like that. In any event, let's be off. Are you sure you're okay? If something like last year happens again. No, really, I'm fine. Sorry for worrying. Let's just focus on our mission for now. Okay. What happened last year? Well, there was a person or some sort of demon. There was definitely something there. Remember what just happened, but I don't feel alarmed by it or anything, and I don't sense any hostility. I guess all I can do is keep it in the back of my mind for now. That aside, it's happening more frequently. A kiss from mysterious girls granted Rian a new order, divine song. We gotta go to the north!
What a pretty melody. I wonder who's performing.
I might know who.
Oh. Wow. It is! It's our boy! Isn't that... I knew it. Huh? Wait, he's... I've heard stories about a talented young musician who debuted in Heimdall recently. I take it he's an acquaintance of yours, instructor. That's right. Elliot Craig. He was part of the old Class 7, so he's kind of like your guys' predecessor. Welcome, Class 7! To Class 7. Elliot Craig.
It's nice to meet you, Yuna, Kurt. I'm Elliot Craig. I was part of the old Class 7 with Reen. He was one of the first people I met at Thor's, in fact.
I've heard your music before, but I wasn't aware you knew Instructor Reen.
It's nice to meet you. That performance was beautiful.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Reen was gushing all about you just last week. I guess... is Altina okay? Black Rabbit? You look so different, I almost didn't recognize you.
Well, we were enemies last time we met. Also, I was wearing a highly advanced stealth suit created specifically for Black Ops missions.
That's,
What is with you?
I didn't expect to run into you here, Elliot. Are you on tour right now?
Yeah. I actually just arrived not too long ago. I plan on using the cathedral as my main base and playing concerts in the surrounding area. It's pretty lucky that it happened to overlap with your field exercises, huh?
Yeah, next place he's going on his tour is gonna be where we're I swear if we see Elliot at every freaking field exercise, I'm gonna laugh, cry, and a whole host of emotions that I probably don't need.
Sure is. In fact, it almost seems a little too lucky.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, we've kind of got our hands full at the moment. But do you think we could meet up later? I'll give you a call when I'm free.
Oh, fine by me. It'll probably have to be sometime in the evening, though. You see, I'm actually about to...
Excuse me, Mr. Craig. The children will be here shortly.
Oh, sure thing. I'm ready to start anytime. I'll be teaching the kids here a little about how to play music.
Ooh, you're gonna teach a music class?
Oh, I see. I'm sure the children are looking forward to it.
You've got a special mission to do on top of your field exercises, don't you? Make sure you don't overdo it on your first day, okay?
Okay, before I continue reading, I'll be right back. I'm back! Anyway, he's quite the star. He just debuted and he's already gotten this popular. I hear his records are selling well too. Ah, you mean his debut album? I'm surprised you two know each other. Looks like you're able to collect the herbs we needed. You find the Archbishop waiting in his office. Thank you again for getting those. No problem. Let's go make our delivery. Ah, that fragrance. It seems you're able to find them after all. Yep, here are the errand flowers you asked for. Thanks for waiting. I hope this is enough. And hand the basket full of errand flowers to the Archbishop! Hail religion. Well, these are in excellent condition. This many will keep us supplied for a good long while. You've been a great help to us. You have my most heartfelt thanks. It was our pleasure. We were just fulfilling our mission as part of our field exercises. I'm glad we could help you out. It warms my heart to see such promising young people. It's clear you've guided them well. Actually, I'm just here supervising them. They did all the work for this request themselves. Huh? Instructor Reen. I see. I heard you've just begun your field exercises this morning. I pray you safely finish all your tasks. Thank you. Please excuse us. Sounds like they're having fun in there. I have a hard time picturing such a kind-looking guy being a member of Class 7 just like us. I remember seeing him back during the Civil War, but even then, he didn't look like a student at a military academy. Elliot's stronger than he looks, though. He's a close friend of mine. We went through a lot together back in the day, but he's never stopped believing in the power of music. A close friend. Wow, for real? Ah, I finally connected the dots. That orange hair and the last name Craig. Just like a certain commander of the 4th Armored Division. Sheesh, you're pretty sharp. Well, I guess it's not that surprising you'd know given who your brother is. Indeed. Anyway, what should we do next? That should complete the required quest. We still have yet to investigate the sightings in the northeastern streets. Oh, that one was pretty important. We have other requests we've yet to complete, so there's still much left to do. We should finish everything we can before going to investigate Parm. No objections from me. Once you're ready, head for the eastern part of the city. The North Sutherland Highway. Y'all saw that, right? It was just like, whoa! Anyway, I guess I need to pull up the charger. Which cable is that? I have so many cables down here.
Okay.
Well, I was hoping it would last until thing, but apparently not. All right. Ready? 3, 2. Me doing that was literally just for fun. According to the report, mysterious monsters spotted just beyond here. Monsters made of metallic parts, that's what the report said. It said they made sounds like grinding gears too. They've got to be some sort of weird type of monster, right? We've got to stay on our toes. Instructor Reen. Yeah, there's a high chance. I haven't heard anything from Major Claire just yet, but we should be careful. Understood. What are you two talking about? You're acting real suspicious, whispering to each other like that. Oh, we're just discussing maybes and just in cases. Let's get going now. You not Kurt, make sure you stay alert. Very well. You're just like, I don't like you! I don't like the fact that it's like hiding stuff from us.
Yeah! Sit! Ha! Ha! Yeah!
I won't go easy. Set gunner! Set striker! Yeah!
It's my turn! Sit!
You know, finish off your food.
Very well.
Don't play with your food. Ugh.
Now. There.
I'm up! Yeah!
Like that.
Everyone okay?
Y'all should be one-shotting.
Now, brace yourself! Ha!
Now. There. Now.
An opening! Very well. Yeah! Huh. Is that all?
And here's the bridge. Wait, what the heck? No way!
What?
Let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Yeah!
Now. There.
Here I go! Yeah!
More hostiles.
It's my turn! Take this!
I'm up! Sit! Very well. Strike!
Now.
It's my turn! Yeah!
All right! Yeah!
Let's go! Yeah! Huh. Is that all?
Was this spot in the report? Point just off Southern Highway 50 south from St. Org. In regards to distance, it should be correct. I don't see any monsters, which means... What's going on already? You two have been acting weird this whole time. So you get some idea about these true monsters, the monsters. It's not a matter of ideas, but more of a probability. Monster made of metallic parts that make sounds like turning gears. There are other things that could possibly, but odds are... Is that... We were correct. Yeah, Class 7, prepare for battle. Archaisms. I did not miss you. Mechanical monsters? No way. Are these the things that were brought into Crossbelt? Yeah, autonomous weapons developed in secret by Ouroboros. Archaisms. These are Phalanx J9s, mass-produced mid-sized assault models.
Be on guard. It's strong.
Nah.
Now!
I'll assist.
My turn. An opening.
All right. Yeah!
Now. Yeah.
Not on my watch. It's my turn. Sit. My turn. Yeah.
Here I go. Yeah!
My turn. Yeah.
Let's go. Sit. My turn. Ha!
It's my turn.
My turn. Yeah. Battle complete. Let's continue.
Again, I love that twirl. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Hey, that's an upgrade. Pet. Ugh, I heard about these from Mueller, but... Battle complete. No further hostiles detected. Good job making it through, everyone. Wait, more importantly, what are the Society's weapons doing here? A mysterious organization that acted behind the scenes during the Airbonian Civil War. Does this mean they intend to take action once more? Possibly, but we can't be sure just yet. It's rumored they've been selling their archaisms on the black market. There are also reports that archaisms released during the Civil War are still active, so it is difficult to determine where precisely these came from. I see. So that's what Instructor Claire looks so serious about.
Hey, looks like you bagged yourself some big game. Wow, these things really had a number done on them. You guys take them on all by yourselves?
Yeah. We had a bit of trouble, but we managed to defeat them in the end.
Looks like you all got the same uniform on. You guys those students from Thor's? Heard you came here for your field exercises or something like that.
You know who we are? You're well informed.
Yeah, gathering info is part of my job. But hey, you guys are pretty impressive. That school of yours must be a pretty good one, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. We still have a lot of training ahead of us, however. We're Class 7, Special Operations, from Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. I'm one of the school's instructors, and these are my students. And you are?
Oh, you can think of me as a hunter of sorts. Monsters are a little outside my scope, but if I'm called in to take care of one, I'll round up my pals to help. Heard some rumors about these ones, so I came to check them out. Didn't think they'd be machines, though. They're called archaisms, yeah?
You know about them. Where'd you get that information?
Just heard some weirdos let a bunch of them loose during the Civil War. It was quite the hot topic in my circle.
Just like we thought. So they've been wandering around in the wild since back then.
Well, looks like you cleaned up pretty good here. I think I'll check out some other spots. Unless... You guys hunting these things too?
Yeah, as part of our field exercises. If something urgent comes up, let us know about the archaisms, or anything else. We might be able to help out, either with information or assistance in battle.
That'd be great. Thanks for the offer. Well, I'm off then. Happy hunting.
Oh, thanks. Take care. He was a pretty funny guy. He was big but super laid back, so he didn't seem intimidating. He appeared to be a martial artist. He called himself a hunter. Perhaps his specialization is in trapping. Let's check around to make sure there aren't any more other archaisms. We'll search a 1 cell radius of here. Sure, okay. Recommencing search. A dead end. Wait, something's weird. This is the direction that guy came from. What? Yuna? What's going on? More of those archaisms. Yes, in such a huge pile. They're still smoking. Just as I thought. What do you mean it's just as you thought? Who was that guy? Could he be from the society? No. It wouldn't make sense for someone from the society to destroy their own archaisms. Yeah, say regards everyone. The way he was talking, we'll probably run into him again as we head towards Parm. Oh right, there were 2 sightings over there. The chances are high those monsters will be archaisms as well. We've completed the required request, but we still have more we could do here. I'll leave this to you guys. Once you're finished, we'll head straight to Parm. Understood. I didn't expect I'd be running into archaisms here. It seems we should be on high alert. Finally back at St. Ark. So, what should we do now? We've completed the request from the cathedral. The required request in St. Ark should now be complete. I believe we can head to Parm now. It would take some time to walk there. Perhaps we should take the train. Though we do have some requests remaining. We've still got some time left. I'll leave the decision to you 3. Whatever you decide, make sure you don't have any regrets. Okay. Then we'll head to the station as soon as we're ready. If any of you still have things you need to do, we'd better finish them now. Understood. People are gathered in front of the station. Did something happen? Let's go see. We apologize for the inconvenience. We are currently investigating the situation. Please wait just a little bit longer. I smell quite the fishy scoop. Vivi. Oh, it's Rena and his little pals. Did you finish your investigation thing? Yeah, in St. Ark anyway. More importantly, what happened here? Well, seems like there was a derailing accident in the direction of Parm. A derailing accident? Is everything alright? Don't know, I just got here myself, so I don't have much more info for you than that. They said until the issue is fixed, all trains bound for Parm are cancelled. I see. Well, gotta go. I need to dig up some info somehow. See you later. A derailing accident. I hope no one was hurt. That's kind of worrying. Indeed. What shall we do, instructor? Seems like we've got no other choice. It'll take us a while, but I guess we're walking. We need to see this request from Parm after all. It's extremely inefficient, but I see no alternative options. Well, hello there, members of Class 7. You seem to be in a bit of a predicament. It's you, from the mansion. Celestine, what are you doing here? I've come here at the Marcus's behest. Once your business in the city here is concluded, please meet me at the southern gate. Arrangements have been made. We're gonna get horses, probably. Either that or our bike back. Arrangements, what is he talking about? I'm not sure, but it seems like Marcus Highams has set something up for us. We should finish everything we need and head to the southern gate. As advanced to the afternoon, the city of St. Ark has been updated. Ride your horse back to camp. Okay, so residential area, Luna Crest Apartments. Work hard in the floors. You still got a lot of time, but words are hard to see it. Try so awful. Look at this. I got it for my lady to read while she was bedridden, but she's already finished it. What beauties. Indeed, they're lovely horses. Of course, his lordship keeps horses from Nord, and he's offered them to you after. We got disconnected from the Elgato again. I was like, what's going on? What just fell? Because it fell right on top of my foot. Veron or stick on adventures to ride it back to the for a cutscene. That's very kind of him. Thank you, Celestine. I've never seen a horse so up close before. They're so majestic. Are they okay with strangers riding them, though? They look well trained enough that I doubt it'll be a problem. Yeah, they're both excellent horses. I'll take this one. So, are you comfortable taking lead with the other one, Kurt? That's fine. Oh, come on. I want to do it. I'm sure you do, but that's a lot to ask of a beginner. Sit behind me and I'll show you what to do. Behind you? I don't know if I'm cool with that. Well, it doesn't matter with me. You'll just be riding with the instructor instead of me. Never mind, I'll ride with you. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Go! Uh-huh. Alright, now time like the president. Altino is just like, you could always ride with the instructor, knowing she's gonna say no. I see you. I see you. The present. There we go. These are fine horses indeed. Ooh, you can get a nice view on one of these guys. Interesting, so this is how you sit on one. We should be able to reach Parm by noon. True, but we're better off headed to the field exercise camp first. We need to report current status with our special ops missions, among other things. Understood. We'll make great time too, so we can always head back to city if there's anything more we need to do. Well, until your next return, take care. And do let us know if there's anything more we can provide. Thank you. About riding horses. We know how to do this. Oh no, it's a moment.
Yeah!
Yahoo! Come on, Kurt! Faster! Faster!
Stop getting so worked up. Yeah, please, don't let go.
Yahoo!
You don't have to force yourself to be as excited as Yuna.
I really wish she was more Altino was more emotive, but at the same time, I also wish I was more emotive. Like, y'all have heard me read out dialogue. There's a reason why I wish I was voice acted. Class 7 returned to camp and reported the situation regarding the archaisms in the vicinity of St. Arc. Then they gathered information on the train accident that happened on the highway to the east. Don't piss off Angry Boy. He's already angry enough. Didn't think there'd be archaisms walking around here. And that old guy is definitely not just some random dude. Yeah, he seemed easygoing, but that just made him even more unpredictable. Didn't destroy those archaisms, I don't think he's from the society. I see. The chance those archaisms were set loose back during the Civil War, yeah. Yes, there are a few reports here and there about rogue archaisms. Because of that, it's still too early to determine the societies involved here. We have 2 more reports in the Parma area too. We should be on high alert. Yeah. By the way, where's Instructor Michael? Oh yeah, he's usually lecturing us right about now. Is he dealing with the derailing incident perhaps? Yeah, actually he said he was going to check the scene. It seems to have been caused by a falling rock. Fortunately, there weren't many injuries. I see, that's a relief. Derailing incident, that happened in Crossbow before too. Yeah, a lot of people got hurt pretty bad. Anyway, it seems like Class 7's working hard. It certainly does. I'm glad to see you're all doing so well without to rely on your instructor. You really think so? I suppose. Well, we've still got plenty of work ahead of us. If you compliment them too much, they'll get reckless, so try to keep it in moderation, okay? Hey, don't treat us like we're a bunch of little kids. Your comment is unnecessary. We will not lower our guards for any reason. Instructor Reen's comment aside, I feel like I'm beginning to see just how and for what purpose Class 7 was created. What? Oh yeah? We're tasked with scouting the area around camp and responding to requests from civilians. Though scouting, families improving local opinion were giving us the reasons. The trooper is to have us perform tasks the Bracer Guild would otherwise do, correct? Whoa, now you mention it. The Bracer Guild. An organization devoted to maintaining peace and order for civilians across the continent. Though branches exist in the Empire, their operation ability is currently heavily limited. You're pretty sharp, Kurt. Well, hearing all that does give me a bit of deja vu. Yeah, back when I was in school, they had us do the same thing and called it field studies. I made the same connection you did, but I'm impressed you were able to do it right out of the gate like that. It's nothing special, I simply happened to notice. I can only assume the one who put together Class 7 was no other than Prince Oliver, the eldest prince in the Imperial family, one who has given up all claim to the throne. Wow, you got that too. Well, it makes sense. The Vanders were responsible for guarding the prince, yeah? Ah, so you knew about that, Instructor enough. It was my older brother Mueller, to be specific. Further, His Highness has connections with some members of the Bracer Guild, so when Thor's main campus remade this year, His Highness created the branch campus and the new Class 7 as his final act before resigning. Am I wrong? No, that's right. Though I wasn't told those exact things, I can't imagine any of them are too far off the mark. I see, so that's what happens. Prince Oliver, I didn't know there was a person like that so highly in the Empire. Why would you resign being a prince? Well, that explains a lot of the stuff that the Chancellor said. Yes, he's a very honorable person. Though I suspect this may have been more of an act of self-satisfaction on his part. Wait, but we're supposed to be learning from what bracers do here, right? I don't know how things are in the Empire, but bracers are heroes. I know that, of course, perhaps as well as you. Reality is another matter. Currently, most of the guild branches of the Empire have been closed down. As for those who support the guild, such as Prince Oliver and the Radiant Blade Master, they and everyone else who share the guild's ideas are powerless in Erebonia right now. So if Class 7 is part of this powerless group of supporters, wouldn't you agree our being here is nothing more than the result of the prince's self-satisfaction? Kurt. I see, it seems like you've had a lot on your mind since even before you arrived at the academy. Said it before and I'll say it again, you're certainly sharp, but isn't there one thing you're forgetting? What would that be? Regardless of His Highness's intent, Class 7 special ops missions are acknowledged from every side as the formal curriculum of the branch campus. The principal, Professor Schmidt, and the Imperial government were all involved in establishing the new Class 7. It is possible each of them only thinks of us as pawns. So it's possible the prince's self-satisfying act was nothing more than the trigger for our being here. Are you telling me it's even worse than I thought? I'm telling you not to make assumptions. There are always two sides to everything. You're smart, but you tend to overthink things. Think about everything you've done today. Why are you trying to cast such a negative light over your accomplishments? I agree with Instructor Reed, actually. Everything we did was worthwhile. We were able to get some valuable information, so I don't think it was a waste. Perhaps it's still too early to come to a conclusion. I remain convinced, but I'll stop my complaints for now. Either way, if it is my duty as a student of the branch campus and as a vendor, I shall give it my all. That should be fine for now. You probably don't want to be told this by me, but you need to find what lies beyond that on your own. Understood. I'm still a little worried about Uni joining Class 7. But it seems pretty interesting, the instructor included. You've got that right. Now that we've reported everything, let's get back to our special ops missions. Everyone ready? Ready. No need to ask us. Let's head to our second destination, Parm. This I still have much to learn. I'm not even halfway to being skilled enough. No, I mustn't hold back at all. I must reset my way of thinking. Is I able to use this S-Craft Dragon to strike? Interesting. Alright, we want to go to Sandy. Well, hello there, Class 7. Hello. Would you care to join us? Tatiana is discussing tales of passionate young men we've been hooked on. The tales of what now? I have a bad feeling about this. Unfortunately, we don't have time to chat. Yeah, Kurt's right. We need to make it to Parm before it gets too late. That is unfortunate. Oh well, safe travels, everyone.
I'll take a look.
So, I'm sorry, but could you come back when you have a few more? Rude. I worked not hard at all for that information. Where the heck is... Oh, she must be in the train. There's my friend. You need to go eat your lunch now. Oh, oops, sorry about that. I lose track of time when I get absorbed in a project. That's fine, just don't forget that having a break in eating every so often is important. Here, I brought some sandwiches, let's share them. Wow, that sounds great. Thanks, Sandy. Oh, sweet of her. Yeah, Sandy's great. Oh, you brought me some seedlings. Yeah, please take them.
Thank you.
This is just a small thank you gift. Thanks for giving this to us. No, I should be thanking you. Please keep up the good work. Buy food ingredients.
I recommend everything.
95, so we want... Oh, we can literally get 99 max. Right?
See you again.
I got this in the bag. Mm-hmm. It's perfect. It turned out great. Have a
Did you need something?
$9,500 to $1,900. Damn! It's that simple. Every once in a while we'll do that. And then obviously after this stream I will spam the ever-living crap out of it.
Please come again.
Okay. Watch the cutscene. South Highway.
Okay.
We should get alright. So we just need to go to the South Highway. I'm just gonna skip this. Oh! Branch Campus Quest, Wild Recipe started. Okay. Oh, okay.
You bet! What can I get you today?
I can literally get this. Oh! This would have been perfect! I hate life.
Give it a try.
Alright. I don't know if I'll finish this one or not. Depends. I guess we could just battle literally everything we see. Oh, I was supposed to talk. Hold up. Apparently not. Okay. I don't know. It said something for fishing, so I was like, okay. We'll need to head south for Parm. Just to let you know, the trek is a little longer than St. Orcs, but once you pass the bridge with the railway tracks along it, it'll be right there. Speaking of, I wonder what happened with that rail train. Assume there's been some progress after over an hour. It wouldn't be a bad idea to check and see how it's going. Alright, let's go.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Whoa. It totally has been derailed.
Let's ask Major Michael about it since he's down there.
Yeah!
Oh wow. Hey, that car. It's one of the Railway Military Police's special operations vehicles. There's the derailed train. The maintenance train car is here as well. Damage seems minimal. Ah, it's you. Yes, we were on our way to Parm, but we were worried, so we came to check on what happened. Can we get a briefing on the accident here? Vero, come down here. Today at 11:52 a.m., the train was derailed by this fallen rock. Unfortunately, the rock wasn't too big to begin with, and since it broke into small pieces upon landing, damage to the train was minimal. There were a few injuries, and all of them light. Treatment has already been completed. We've investigated the site thoroughly, but found no trace of anything such as explosives. Between that and the engineer's testimony, we can assume it was a landslide due to natural causes. Assume, so you're not certain then. Is there something you find suspicious about the accident? It's just a figure of speech. Because the rock broke into so many pieces, we were unable to determine the state of the scene before the accident. In any event, the maintenance of the engine has been completed, so normal operation will resume shortly. I see, the timing still seems pretty suspicious though. The damage is only slight, it may have just been a coincidence. By the way, there weren't any unidentified metal pieces found nearby, were there? I've already been informed, archaisms have been sighted, correct? Yes, and not just them. There have been a number of suspicious individuals sighted recently too. Do you think there was any chance archaism was the cause of this? My subordinates found no traces of them in their search of the area. If there was the possibility... Michael speaking. Oh, it's you, Revel. What? Instructor Claire? Yes, Shores and the others have just arrived at the scene. Fine. Oh! Video communication. Hello everyone. There really were archaisms in the area then. Yes, we fought some. As they were not the latest models, it's hard to determine whether their size involved or not at this point. We still need to investigate the other two locations they were sighted at. Well, now you've confirmed their presence, please be careful. Been informed of the derailment as well. Just as a precaution, I'm heading over. That will not be necessary. Huh? The situation is under control. There's no need for you to remain here as well. We're receiving backup from the intelligence division. Return to Heimdall as planned. But, listen to me. You're not just part of the Railway Military Police. You have direct orders from the Chancellor to return. The Chancellor? That's... Understood. Please see to the rest, Major. Reen, Yuna, Altina, Kurt, please be careful. We pray for the branch camp's success. I hope your missions go smoothly. Instructor Claire, thank you. You be careful too. Ah, it seems she has a more pressing mission. Indeed, one important enough to take precedence over everything going on here. It's simply a matter of the RMP's priorities. Loud, but it's a train, so yeah. Reinford? Elisa? No, sadly. Major, all repairs are complete. Resume operation. I will now return to the field exercise grounds. Class 7 Special Operations, proceed to Parm. Jeez, what's with that hard ass? He's rude to us, he was rude to Instructor Claire. Well, I don't think it's rare for a military man like him to be so curt and direct. That said, his conversation with the Major Claire seemed strange. He mentioned backup from the intelligence division. He didn't mean you, did he? No, not in this instance. Judging from the situation here, it seems many things are in motion. Yeah, seems so. Well, for now, let's head to Parm. We still need to investigate those two remaining locations. You got it. Let's go.
Well, well. Seems like some annoying flies started buzzing around. And it's such an important time, too. It's been a year and a half. Black Rabbit's changed a bit, but he looks completely different. I guess it's not surprising for a boy his age. He has a long way to go, though.
What are you so happy about?
I am not happy!
I had a feeling when we ran into each other earlier. Seems like he might be even stronger than I've heard. I wonder who's stronger, him or Dolphy? I'm getting kind of excited just thinking about it.
The Red Reaper. He is certainly impressive. But either way, none of them are a match for us. Not even her. We might as well leave them be. They'll serve as a nice little distraction for us.
That's all well and good, but... Can I just have a little taste?
Ugh, you enforcers. Listen up! We're finally about to restart the big plan we've been working towards this whole time. I heard you're working directly under the Third Anguis, so why don't you take this a little more seriously?
Come on! Let's just have some fun while we've got the chance.
Another enforcer. Interesting.
What? Ah! What are you?
The armor makes them seem small, but they're actually about as big as Lady Belle's. They don't quite stack up to what your two friends have been blessed with, but I still like them just fine.
Hey! Quit messing around! Cut it out!
Well, that's something. That's something. That's certainly something.
This girl is out of control! Mother... No! My lord!
That's horrible.
Alright then. Think I'll make my grand return to the Empire as flashy as possible.
That's horrible.
Seems like I certainly won't be wanting for opponents. If I'm lucky, I might even draw out a surprise guest or two.
Who is this girl? Fucking straight out of an anime. Oh wait, this is a JRPG. Anime characters in my anime game. Sounds about right.
Easy now. Yeah!
So I'm guessing this game's gonna be like one where we visit places and then never visit them again.
Wow! What a beautiful town!
Parm, the spinning town. The southernmost town of the Empire.
This is my first time here too, but it's just as breathtaking as I was told. This is the place Group B visited for their first field study.
You said you lived here till you were 10, right? Does seeing it again bring back any memories?
Yeah. There are some old acquaintances here too. But more importantly, should we look for those monsters?
No, there are requests we need to take care of, so let's look around town first. We might be able to get some info on the archaisms and the derailing incident while we're at it. Kurt, can you guide us?
Yes, of course.
What? Are you embarrassed to see those old acquaintances of yours again?
You said your family's training hall is here too, correct?
Not anymore. The Parm Training Hall was closed at the end of last year. That said, someone may still be there, so I'd like to stop by at some point.
Oh, I see.
Closed?
Well, for now, Kurt, I'll leave this to you. So, just tell us where we should head.
Understood. Let's be off.
Let's be off. I should head to the jewelry store in the inn. There are many talented artisans here, but the inn seems like a prime place to gather information. Got it. Which way is the training hall, though? Oh. Cross that waterway and it's right before the old road. I don't think anyone would be there at this time of day, though, so we can hold off until later. I'll write a memo so we don't forget. Alright, let's get going.
These patterns are so cute! I'm gonna snap some pics with my Arcus so I can show everyone later.
I'm gonna give this to Fee when if we ever get her in this game, because I know she has like that defense issue, or she got like hit really hard last game. So giving her an additional 5 defense should help a bit. That literally is Farm Station. Aren't you? Long time no see, Bertrand. Kurt, what a surprise! Once I saw his strange clothes, I started thinking some more wackos had shown up. Oh, these are uniforms. I enrolled into a military academy, you see. Wait! You said more. Where are the others? Well, I suppose they weren't all that strange themselves, but these 2 young ladies certainly couldn't look any more out of place. One was dressed like some old-fashioned knight, and the other was wearing all black leather. That is quite the contrast. Wait, all black leather. Wasn't that redhead we met dressed like that too? Pretty sure it's the same person. I don't think too many people travel around looking like that. Maybe she was in Parm too. Instructor? Oh, it's nothing. I guess we just need to be careful. Remember, we also have the intel from Vivi to take into account. That's right. You mentioned some strange characters wandering around. Huh, what's up? Oh, it's no big deal. I'm Kurt's instructor. If you happen to see anything strange again, please let us know. Oh, sure thing. Well, you'll be the first to know. Take care of Kurt for me, will you, instructor? Oh! I have 4 plant bits. But I don't have the 3 bee larvae. Interesting. Alright, let's see if I can get all of this covered and then we'll end stream. I'll see how far we can get. I do need a place that sells food though. This appears to be a textiles workshop. That's right, they also offer tailoring services. They sell everyday items too, as well as more of a general store. Welcome, I didn't know you were back. Oh hey Kurt, it's been a while. It's nice to see that even after leaving for the capital, you still make time to come back every once in a while. Yes, well the training hall is here after all. I was wondering though, has anything unusual happened here recently? Unusual? Well, yes actually. Oh, what is it? You could say we've taken in a stray accident-prone apprentice engineer. She goes around helping everybody out. When she first arrived, she collapsed from hunger. Yep, now that was a shocker. As we were taking care of it, the loom caught her attention. We told her it had been acting up and she was more than happy to fix it for us. I see. She sounds intriguing to say the least. That said, she did mention something peculiar. Oh, that's right, what was it again? She said she saw it on the highway. I see, now I'm kind of curious. So where is this engineer now? Oh, probably walking around fixing things up here and there. She did say she'd be at the church for most of the morning. And she may still be there. Let us head out. Thank you for your help. Don't worry about it. If you have time later, stop by again, okay? Yep. Mature cheese, flaky potatoes, and coarse rock salt. So we know where to go. For 130 of them. Now we'll only get 99 apparently. But that is fine. Actually, you know what? Shop, buy. While I'm here. The chapel.
I love the water wheels all over the place. It makes Parm feel so quaint.
Are they still in regular operation?
Yeah, they power all the spinners. Hearing them makes me feel like I really am home again.
Oh, so this is what Parm's Chapel is like. It's the same one as the one in Leaves, yet it feels smaller. Likely because we've just been to the enormous St. Art Cathedral. According to the tailor, the person we're looking for should be here. Hmm?
Alrighty, I swapped him out. He should be all set for a while now.
Mint? Oh. Oh my, thank you so much. You must be very skilled to have finished that so quickly.
Well, not really. I mean, you're darn right.
Ah, Mint, is that you?
Huh? Reen? Oh my gosh, long time no see! How have you been... Owie! Oh, right on my butt.
Are you alright? Seems like you're clumsy as always. Do you know her? Yeah, she's one of my old schoolmates. We were in different classes though. Never expect.
Hey, look! There's some fish there!
I have no idea how long this has been muted. That's so. Is that the same for your friends then? Excuse me, I should have introduced this sooner. This is why I want to get like a separate standalone mic because I can't mute it. I should have introduced this sooner. Students introduce themselves. Field exercises, huh? And to think we just happen to be one of your stops. So how'd you luck out with the Ashen Chevalier as your instructor? I told you having these adorable young ladies as your classmates. Oh, stop there, we're not that adorable. I believe he's just making polite conversation. Come on, Allie, let a girl dream. It's an honor to witness the teachings of the vendor school. That's the first time we've heard her call Tina Allie. Well, second technically, because we saw it in the future, not future. I don't like how the game starts like that. Let's start like 3 months in and be like, oh yeah, 3 months ago, by the way. Star Wars, the teachings of the vendor school. Walton, can I ask what happened? I thought this branch closed down around the end of the year. It did, but it's been reopened for a limited time as of last week. Master Mateus introduced a temporary instructor. Really, who? Is it someone I know? I'm almost positive it is, though she's out at the moment. She's young, but her skill with the blade is incredible. The place has been rotting from the inside out since showing its doors, but she's breathed new life back into it again. She must be quite the instructor. Now, who could that be? Walton, do you think we could... Kurt, when did you get here? Look at you, Master Kurt, you're all grown up. Hello, Rafi, Kajat. It's good to see you guys again. It's funny, I think I just muted recently. And because like, I have my eye on it, right? It's in the corner of my eye. Like, I'm not really that hyper-focused on the game. I can see the, like, indicator light. I don't know. Spent some time with familiar faces from his childhood. After being offered something to drink, he said his goodbyes and allowed them to resume their training. They have so much energy. Well, I'm sure they're excited to be doing this after such a long break. Guess things are looking up then, huh, Kurt? Yeah, I'm pretty relieved myself. Oh, I forgot to ask who this temporary instructor of theirs is. We can always check in on the hall once they're back. But plenty of work ahead of us in the meantime. That's true. I didn't mean to keep us from our exercises. Let's get going. I'm ready to go. Alright, I think we've asked around enough. We've got some useful information. How do you guys want to proceed? Well, the thing that sticks out most is what Mint told us. There are flying shadows. I believe the odds are high they are our targets. Old Agria Road, east of town. Few ever venture out that way. Seems we've decided on our next location to investigate then. Yeah, no objections here. However, we don't know what's waiting for us out there. We'd better make sure we're well prepared before we head out. Of course. And with that, I am going to end the stream off right here. So, thank you all for watching. I will be back tomorrow with, hopefully, Final Fantasy XIV with friends. If not, we'll play more of this. But yeah. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.